I know a lot of the trade deadline acquisitions you guys talked about, just getting in front of this defense with what you guys can do with Clay Holmes. He's gotten so many ground ball outs. Just what stood out to you about the way that he has attacked and the way that it's worked with this defense?
Yeah, I mean, I think what stood out is that, we got Clay after a pretty big layoff probably, and just getting him into the flow of things has really helped Clay, I think, more than anything. And then, we've got a couple of guys in this situation of you hope that, the fact that they missed some time turns out to be a positive at this time of year when they're just a little lighter on the innings, and they can feel strong through this stretch. So, we look forward to really good things from Clay. I think, he is a ground ball pitcher. There's no question about it, and that it should bode well for us.
You guys keep talking about both Kevin and Clay having experience in big moments, playoffs, World Series. What does that do for them as they go toward and what you guys hope are some pretty big moments too?
I think, look, experience, I think for anything, not just baseball players, but it hopefully leads to less surprises and quicker adjustments, and not being maybe knocked down, or if you are knocked down, you're right back up, right? That's what you hope experience gives you. Some familiarity to maybe see ahead of a situation around the corner. And I think that's what those guys, you try to lean on things you see coming. Adjustments the other side's trying to make against you. And I mean, I think, you see something like that, Kevin, last night, and Carson helped there, just going to more fastball last night in a situation where they thought they were looking for another pitch. That's the game.
Torey said at his session that he gave you a call to apologize. And I'm just curious, from manager to manager, if that's meaningful.
Yeah, I think the world of Torey. I think he runs a great ship here. I think he's done a heck of a job. So I enjoy every conversation I get to have with him. So yeah, he felt like he wanted to do it, and I appreciate it.
Craig, if I could ask you one more question about 2001, when you guys went in the bottom of the ninth, Jason Rivera, who had struck out the side the previous inning, what was the vibe in the dugout?
Yeah, I think it's look, you got one inning and you're in the Game 7 of the World Series, so you're very positive, you're very optimistic. You try to forget that there's the greatest closer and a Hall of Famer on the mound on the other side, but I thought we had Mark Grace was leading off. I thought that was the best hitter for us to have lead off that inning, and he got the job done. And we had a couple other guys that just turned out to be really good. Tony Womack, I thought was a great matchup against them, and so a bunch of guys got the job done. Bottom line, getting a bunt down, everything, and you have to have a good inning to score runs against guys like that, the greats.
The live bullpens were today.
Yeah.
Do you have any updates on the today?
Yeah, we went out there. They were great.
You went out?
Yeah, they were great. I think.
They were here.
What's that?
Were they here? Sorry.
No, they were at the complex. Yeah, so Justin threw just a live to hitters. Went very well. 2 innings, all good. And then actually Ben Brown played. It's called a Bridge League game, so it's kind of like an unofficial game. And he faced off against Corbin Burns, so it was the best pitching matchup in the history of the Bridge League. Ben also threw 2 innings, and then Zach Gallen actually followed, so it was some pretty good talent in the game. Ben threw 2 good innings, I think 34 pitches. He did great. So assuming everything goes well tomorrow, he'll go. He's going to join us here tomorrow, and then he'll be off to an affiliate.